Hi everybody, welcome back to Chef Greycat's Kitchen. I am Chef Mike Greycat, and today we're doing a stuffed shell. And we're going to do a 4-cheese stuffed shell. In this bowl I have Asiago, half a cup grated. This bowl is half a cup grated Parmesan cheese. I have a 1/4 cup of melted butter. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. I have about a cup of high grade mozzarella cheese, a generous teaspoon of parsley flake, and about 14 ounces of ricotta. And on the side here I have just about a 1/4 cup of ungrated mozzarella that I'm going to put on the top after we stuff our shells. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 batches, one for me and one for my friend Ryan and his wife Gail, and I'll deliver that to them tomorrow just to help them out. And I'm going to mix everything together here in this bowl, and I will come back and show you when I'm all done, because you don't need to see me mixing everything. And I will have the ingredients on the web page in the description. Alright, I'll see you in a few minutes. And I've already, just to let you know, I've already cooked my shells, boiled my shells to an al dente state. I boiled about 20 of them because that'll give me 2 nice meals. And when they're in the colander and you're making up your ingredients, give them a spray of cold water. This way they don't dry out on you. Every now and then, probably every 5-10 minutes, give them a spray of cold water. They won't dry out on you, and they won't continue cooking. They'll just be, you know, nice and easy to work with when you do pull them out. Okay, I'll be back in a minute after I combine everything and show you how we do this. Okay, I've mixed all the ingredients together, and I must tell you that the mozzarella is a whole milk mozzarella, a high quality mozzarella. If you can find grande mozzarella at your market or supplier, buy it. Grande's about the most flavorful, and it's also a whole milk ricotta cheese. So the last ingredient that we add is 1/8 cup. I just put 1/2 1/4, so 1/8 cup of 1/2 and 1/2, and then we'll mix that around, and that's gonna provide the moisture that we need to finish cooking off our al dente shells. Now you see in front of you, or in front of me, I've got my 2 small Pyrex dishes. These are about 8 inches by 3.5, 4 inches by 3 inches deep. And for 2 people, 1 tray is more than enough. And so I will bring out the shells next, now that I'm done mixing everything together. And I have my 1/8 cup of 1/2 and 1/2 added in. And you'll notice I didn't add any salt to this recipe. This recipe does not require salt in the mixture. You'll salt your water as you make your shells, but you won't add any salt to this mixture because the Asiago and the Parmesan cheese have a beautiful salty taste to them, and you don't want to overpower that. And that's why we added just a 1/4 teaspoon of the pepper as a little balance to it and a little flavor enhancer. Alright, I'm going to bring out the shells and I'll start stuffing them, and then we'll go from there. Alright, see you in a minute or so. Okay, now we're ready to stuff the shells. Like I said, I kept them moist just by giving them a spray of cold water while they were in the colander and I was making things up, because they've been in the colander about an hour now. Basically, I take a large tablespoon and Really easy way to pack it. I've got my wonderful clear kitchen glove on, disposable, and I cleaned my hands completely before I even began this endeavor. So, as my Uncle Jerry and Uncle Franny used to say, this ain't rocket science, kid. Just pay attention and you'll know how to do it. So, this ain't rocket science, everybody. You simply stuff it with cheese. And you can make these and freeze them. Make sure you cover them with the spaghetti sauce. And as for the spaghetti sauce, you'll find that on this YouTube channel. Just leave out the meat. Follow all the other directions. Leave out the meat. Or if you want to be daring, make a meat sauce, save some for later, and use this as your base and topping with the meat sauce. Okay. So, I don't want to bore you to death stuffing shells because it's kind of like watching grass grow. No point to it. Anyway, I'll save your time, and I'll be back when I'm done stuffing all the shells, and then we'll wrap this up. Okay, my love to you all. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so I finished stuffing the shells. There's 10 in each Corning glass dish, and I added a ladle of my spaghetti sauce. Again, the recipe is on my channel. Just leave out the meat, but if you want the meat, that's even better. And then I topped it off with that little 1/4 cup of extra mozzarella that I had on the side. Proportions were real good because the bowl's empty, and so nothing went to waste. And now I'm going to cover it with aluminum foil, and I want to give you a little trick. Just in case your shells or your lasagna or whatever you're making that you have to cover with foil is higher than the outside of your dish, make your foil cover and then take some of this kitchen spray, this basically canola oil, buttery canola oil, whatever, in a can, and spray it on the back side of your foil. The side that's going to be sitting on top of your pasta or your dish or whatever you're making. And this way, when you take the foil off after everything is cooked, you're not lifting all the cheese that's stuck to the foil and ruining the appearance of your dish. Now, this will bake in an oven at 350 degrees for 40 minutes to 50 minutes, and you'll notice when it's in the oven and it's cooked, this will be bubbling like crazy. You'll have bubbles all around. That's when you know they're cooked. Pull them off and let them rest for about 10-15 minutes with the foil off. Always use a glove or a mitt because it's going to be hot. And then serve. Add your favorite vegetable, and you've got a delicious, decadent 4-cheese stuffed shell. I love you guys. Alright, talk to you soon. Tomorrow I'm going to show you how to make my favorite summertime cocktail. It's my own creation. I call it PCRM, and that's pineapple, cinnamon, raisin, moonshine. And mix that with ginger ale and you've got a cocktail. Alright, we'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.